Ooh.
Hey now, wait. Is my mic on, Norman? My mic. So, oh my gosh, welcome back, everybody. Come on in and let me know you're here. Please don't let me be here by myself. I know I've been away for a little while. And this is the first night of the return of Ask Alma. And I am going to need you to chime in the chat. Hey now, and let me know you are there because that'd be kind of bad if I'm here by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, everybody, welcome to Ask Alma. I had to do something with my shirt. Like, I think it's kind of centered, but you never know. Girl, Tracy, you know you can always count on your cousins. Thank you, girl. Valerie, hi. I'm so glad you're here too. Hello. Where's Bessie? Leah. Y'all know I call Leah 3 times a day. Leah, log on. Don't let me be on here by myself. So Gail told me she was going to be here. Gail Dorsey, how are you? Diva, I called you too. Don't let me be on here by myself. I am so glad my friends are with me. My cousins and my girlfriends. Pat, walk up. You know, I'm going to send you a Christmas gift this year, Pat, because you are hanging in here with me and I appreciate it so much. Welcome back, you guys. I missed y'all. I don't know if y'all miss me. Andrea, North Carolina in the house. I really missed y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I really did. And I am really glad that you guys may have missed me too, because here we are together. And speaking of together, y'all know I had to call in my BFF, like, D, don't let me do this by myself. Come on back, girl. Come on back. So she did. Did it?
Hey, everybody.
And y'all know
never let you fly solo.
you ain't gonna let me hang by myself. And you know who my other beastie is, right? Best friend. Like, can you talk me down off the bridge and like walk me to the middle of the bridge so I can like bring my show back? Alvin. So hey now.
Hey everybody. Hey Alma. Hey D. Welcome back, girl.
Thank you. I am so glad you landed from your trip.
I know, right?
And
hi, Pat.
And kept his word and was like, I got you. Don't worry about it. Where is Diane? Oh, is she getting ready for the hurricane thing? Because Dee Dee is down in Florida too. So D, if things get rough, call Diane. I'll text you her phone number.
Oh, no, she's over there where it's about to happen. She can come here. I will not be visiting that side of the no, I'm good.
And
sending
Alvin,
prayers
you just
to you
left.
though, D.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Sending prayers to you. Sending prayers to
Thank you,
Kay,
Tracy,
who doesn't feel good tonight, so she is not going to be on the show. So we hope you feel better, Kay. So oh my gosh, I just need a minute to look at y'all. Hi. Hi, Didi, Alvin.
Wait a minute, I'm sitting up here.
He wondered, who's she looking at?
I'm looking at everyone who's tuned in, which is such a blessing. I mean, they are on here, and I mean all these people. I don't need, and Leah got my name. So Leah King, I'm with you, girl. Thank you for joining in.
Hi, Sean. I'm so glad you're back too.
Sean.
This is so good. This is so good. I'm feeling good about this. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. Remember, D? I told you, I said, girl, ain't nobody gonna watch it. What we gonna do?
I said,
call Alvin.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna come back.
But
I was like, we can call Alvin.
nerves is a blessing. Okay. Sometimes you gotta step away so that you can find where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? So welcome back, girl. You look good. Yes. You look real good.
Thank you.
And so do you, D. For somebody.
Thank you.
I know, D. You do look cute, girl.
I'll be running from Ivan as soon as I log off.
I
Oh,
didn't
I'm sorry, not
know.
Ivan. Ivan was 2004.
I think Ian.
Ian, yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know that this was your inaugural show, so I feel so blessed.
Yeah.
I thought you all. I asked Alma before we came on. I said, "What show is this?" She says, "The first one." I said, "Oh
Right.
no!"
So yes,
Yes.
Thank
I
you,
called
thank you,
you. Yeah,
thank
when I
you.
asked you about this date, yeah, it's going to be our first one. Because you have to honestly, and I think everybody can agree with me, you have to when you're jumping out on faith, you have to bring the people around you that hold you up.
Come
Yes.
on,
And
come
okay,
on,
both of
come
y'all
on,
all the time,
come on,
24/7.
come
Okay.
on. Okay,
And
don't
not
make.
only not only do you guys
Yeah,
hold
just
me
sip
up,
the tea.
what I like is you guys will also reel me back in. Like I think good friends are great, and when they agree with you, that's great. And when y'all all doing the same thing and on the same path, that's great too. But if you have friends who will say, okay, this time it might be you. Like I ain't saying it's you all the time, but this particular time, I'm gonna need you to reel it in a little bit. And I'm so grateful that both of you are that kind of friend to me because it means the world to me. So
30,
thank you,
30
thank you.
years and counting.
30 years and counting.
30
Am I
We have
gray?
30.
Am
30
I gray?
years. I've been knowing both of you for over almost 30
Yes,
years.
30 years. And
And
I
look
think
how
Alma
good
and
we look.
it's been 33, 34, something like that.
I
Yeah.
keep saying 20, but yeah, it is
Yeah.
30.
Well, you
And
have a
we
child
still
that
look
just had
at
a
us.
birthday,
Look,
so
look.
right.
Hey now, look at
Okay.
this.
I told my students the other day one of their spelling words was 40. So I said 40. Miss Comedies was 40 18 years ago. And they all were like, really? I was like, yes, girl, you get an A.
That's right.
The first, oh no, gets an A.
Right. Dee and I just celebrated our birthdays.
We
She
did.
turned 58, I turned 59, and next year we will be in Hawaii. We have
Happy
already
birthday.
decided
Happy
to bring
birthday.
it
Happy
in.
belated
Thank
birthday.
you.
Yes.
Are y'all
Thank you.
Virgos?
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Virgos.
yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
y'all Virgos. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mary Lou is a Virgo. But we
We're
celebrate
surrounded
all
by
month.
them.
Yeah, so we're good. We do all month.
We were
So
born 364 days apart.
Well,
yes,
you
she's
already
the
know.
second. I'm the third.
I was
And
born the day before she turned 1. So yeah.
and we both have the
Same
same
middle
middle
name.
name. We were supposed to be best friends. What can I say?
Are y'all from West Virginia? I'm sorry.
Nah. We didn't say we was cousins.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, Leah, no, you will not be 45. Don't play. That's not funny. Like, yeah, no. I think
Can you
she's trying to
delete
tell a
her? Can you
joke.
hang up on her?
I know. She's trying to tell a joke. She's trying to
Right.
tell a joke, and it ain't funny, girl. No, it ain't funny. Although, I'll tell you something that was really sweet. So, Ava, when she turned 5, we were together looking in the mirror and playing in my bathroom to get ready for her birthday party. And she said, Grandma, how old are you? And I said, oh, I'm 55. I'm 50 years older than you. And she looked up and the biggest dinosaur tears came rolling, like not little tears. I'm talking big, lip quivering. I was like, oh, Ava, no, baby, don't cry. I said, Grandma, I'll live to be 100. She goes, oh, I guess.
Oh, she was crying because
She
of
was
your
worried.
age.
Yeah.
She was
worried.
crying because I said I was 55. I guess she thought like,
I only got a couple of more months with her.
oh, what in the world?
I'll be 7 all by myself.
She gonna leave me. Okay.
55? Did she say 55? So I laugh at that thing all the time. But I also made her promise that I'd live to be 100. So I got to work on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take
Let
vitamins.
me know how that works out.
Right.
But that's
Look,
good.
you'll be around too. I'll
Share
be
your
telling
secret. Share your secret. What
Yeah.
I'm saying.
She can spell it.
Share your secret.
Plant-based. Plant-based.
Okay.
We all going plant-based. So,
Okay.
a couple of things before we get started. I just gotta throw this out here. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I do want to mention it. And I would like for our friends to add a comment. Tell me what you think. I know that, Nia Long is tired of people making comments about what happened to her and her longtime boyfriend, and I get it. But don't you hate it, like, if something like this happens and then it's like in the paper?
Yes.
Because it's pretty bad if it happens and you just call a friend.
Right.
Mhm.
But in this
I,
situation,
I always feel for those people because, I've had my share of foolishness, and it's horrible just to deal with it.
yeah,
And we could deal with it, in the closet, in the bathroom, in your
yeah,
closet, in your bathroom. But to have, uninvited, I'm sure if she could have, she would have just crawled somewhere and like left the country so she wouldn't hear about it. So it's just
right.
constant, you know, commenting and opinions and what have you because you're a celebrity, and I think that's so unfair. I
Well,
mean,
first, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, D. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying. I'm sorry.
no, I'm done.
No, I was saying Alma first. Nia Long. What is exactly what's happening here? What with Nia Long? What?
Oh, her boyfriend,
Of 12 years.
um, of 12 years is, well, had an affair, I
Mhm,
guess would be the short version.
mhm.
Um, but you know what? There was a thing on Facebook going around that said, like, she's not the only one, and it named everybody, like
Yes,
including Princess Di,
yes,
Beyonce, like they had everybody, Halle Berry. It put like your grandma, you, me, like, have you been cheated on?
yes.
Basically, they were saying, so many people have been cheated on. And, I honestly felt different on the verge of 60, I realized, than I did at 25.
Right, of course.
Wait a minute.
Although I
You
did
Well,
feel
felt
different.
different
Alvin,
because
her boyfriend is the coach of the Boston Celtics.
right,
He's been accused of having two affairs with two staffers, and they have a 10-year-old son together. And she just moved to Boston. She had been living wherever she was living before 2 weeks ago, but it's been under investigation since July. So he allowed her to move while this investigation was going on and didn't come forward until they knew they were going to make some kind of announcement.
right.
So
Right.
there's a lot of betrayal going on.
Well, I thank you, D. I just wanted Alma because our viewers, I don't know if they knew, so I just wanted to like bring them up because
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've been following this, so I know, I know what's going on, but I don't want to make it about Nia Long for me. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
This is a case of her boyfriend broke the rules
Right.
because he got suspended for the rest of the season, and everybody's talking about how harsh that was for what he did. And in my mind, one thing, you broke the rule, and for them to suspend you for that long, I don't know who that white woman was that you slept with. I don't know if she was one of the owner's
Oh, somebody
daughter.
said it
There's
was the
speculation
VP.
that it was the VP's wife.
It was
Well,
the VP's wife.
well, there you have it.
And legally, they can't
But
really fire him for that. So you suspend him for a year and hope somebody picks him
Forever.
up, and maybe he'll go away, and you don't have to worry about it.
can you be suspended for, like, having an affair? It's not like he's in a relationship with
If you
his
have
job.
if you have morality clauses, you can be,
Oh, it
there
was
there
the
are teachers,
morality
and yeah.
clause. Yeah, I don't
I
have
mean,
that at work.
when you talk about these kinds of organizations, the
We don't
morality,
have that where
well,
I work.
the morality
Oh,
clauses are fluid. They only apply when they apply. If she had been the janitor, or
right.
if she had been the office secretary, the receptionist at the front desk,
A
we
month.
probably wouldn't have heard anything about it.
Right.
But because she, even though she was a subordinate, they probably would have said, "Dude, you shouldn't do that," and moved
Right.
on. Because there's speculation of who he was with. You
Oh,
can't.
Leah, I remember when you had to come up with that because you know what?
Employees cannot entertain any of my
Yeah.
parents.
Like, Leah had to lock that in because of a particular
Yeah.
situation out on the front lawn. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alvin, do they have that at your job?
What's that?
The
Morality
morality
clause.
clause.
I work for the government,
They can't have it there.
the federal government.
They
That's all
can.
I'm just
No,
gonna
they
say.
cannot.
I work, and that's all
They
I'm gonna say.
can. They just choose
I
which
work
They
ones they
can't.
will
for the
apply.
federal government.
They can't.
If soap operas could be made,
They can't do it. They can't do it.
no.
I was asked by a producer where my sippy cup was, and
I just think that this is a case where, yes, it is public, but you're with a public person. He just dipped his coins in the wrong slot.
In the wrong pond.
And should have
wishing well. Yes.
He deserves to get everything that is come to him because he should have known. He should have. Nia Long, I'm sorry, sweetie, but
and don't worry about it, girl, because that's the other thing. When I was saying I felt differently, like at 35, I'd probably be all pissed off and saying all this kind of stuff. But like rolling up on 60, Nia, girl, handle your business.
Well,
do what
truly,
you need to
there's a
do to make
line.
yourself feel better. Because that's basically all it is about. I think when I was younger and was cheated on, it was all about what people thought or would comment about what had happened to me. Whereas at this stage in my life, I don't really care about people's comments or what they would say about it, because I think there are some situations that you remain because it's bigger than him doing something like this, but they aren't married.
But we also kind of lie on the statement that, when people treat you awful, it's not about you.
Yeah.
And you understand that at 50. When people hurt you, it's about them.
Exactly.
Not you. So you move on and
at 58, I got cheated on, and it was just to the point of it was one of those like very quick relationships that got like really tight. And but at the same time, I didn't pay attention to the flag. The flag was waving. The flag was there. The flag was there.
Always.
Always, was there.
Alvin.
It was
always
me
there.
It was beating me down. It was. But when that flag dropped, I thought at 58 years old, to have somebody cheat on you, first of all, I'm like, grow up, talk to me. If you tell me that you like something else or whatever, get on.
Then I'm good. Exactly.
I'd rather you just tell me you want something else and just go.
Right. Because the problem
that would be,
when you steal my opportunity to make a decision, that's the problem.
Exactly.
You can cheat all day. But when I don't have a choice in it, you about to get something.
Right. This is a family show. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
Pat Walker, what did she say, D?
Although it is not realistic for celebrities to want publicity and then expect only good publicity. That said, gossip about celebrities is not interesting to me. Neither is gossip about anyone else.
Yeah. It depends on who it is. I'm all about no gossip, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it depends who it is. And I will also say that gossip for me at this stage, I can get through it a lot quicker. Like when I was younger, I lingered on the conversation, but now at this stage, we can just hit the highlights, and that's good for me. So, Alvin, the other thing that happened, and Dee Dee, that I mentioned that, Alvin, before the show. Alvin, share with our folks what we don't have to discuss it.
Viewers, she did it. She made me research this. A 48-year-old man, a man with a 48-year-old grudge against his ex-wife has been caught urinating on her grave by his kids multiple times. Every morning.
What kind of time do you have that you're going to stop by the cemetery every day?
Unless he passes the cemetery on the way to work, so that like he has his coffee. He has his coffee.
Days I want Dunkin' Donuts, but I don't stop every day.
It made the New York Post.
It's big news.
His issues made the New York
Post. Was he mad at her because she died?
I couldn't even read the story because the caption was enough.
We couldn't get past his actions.
That is some foolishness right
there. That's some foolishness. That's a good Ask Alma question, though. That's a great Ask Alma question.
What should you pee on your ex-wife?
How long should you hold a grudge?
Yes.
Golden,
Yes.
so I said
Yes.
golden shower.
Sean, go to your room right now.
Woo!
Sean, go to
Tracy
your
said
room.
he made a
Sean.
promise. Tracy
And-
said he made a promise. Tina, hey now. That is
She-
hilarious.
She must
Oh my
have done
gosh.
something really
I
bad.
have heard some really serious grudges, and maybe one day we could go into all of the
Yeah.
grudges I've
You
heard
know
about
what?
ex-wives. But
That might be good for next
Well,
week's
what,
show.
what if you're the
Grudges.
child and you like pull up to put flowers on mommy's grave and daddy is squatting over
He might have been
the
watering the
headstone?
flowers. Maybe he could say, "Oh man, they looked a
He
little
was
brown to
killing those
me."
flowers.
And at the
Killing
end
the
of
flowers.
at the end of the day, the woman has full control over this idiot. If he's still mad with her,
Yes.
she's
Yes.
Oh
dead.
my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
He
He needs to
Yeah.
move on.
He needs to move on. She has full control over your anger, your emotions, everything. For him to, that's a lot of action. You don't just
That's
walk
a
around.
lot.
You don't just walk around with it out. You got to go
That's
and
a
Right.
lot.
and do it.
Yeah.
Poor
And
thing.
sometimes you can't go. I mean,
And could you hate somebody that much? 'Cause
No,
to me,
no.
that
that
yeah.
requires way too much energy
Yeah, it
No,
does.
not for me.
to be
So
that angry with somebody.
So
get a therapist or
yeah.
yeah, or some.
Your free sessions. And just switch it. Do your first 4 free sessions and then go
Skip
to
a
the next
week,
one and
right.
do your first 4 free sessions. Yeah, work that out.
Well, I graduate in a year. He can come see me.
There you go. You can send him to D.
He's gonna need some help.
Gail said
Fertilization.
fertilization.
Nasty.
I
Just
heard,
nasty.
I heard it takes
Nasty.
was it jellyfish stings, but I don't know anything about graves.
Nasty. That is nothing but nasty. Okay,
That
because
is
people can get locked
nasty.
up for urinating in public.
Right. So if you're at a cemetery, whoa.
And she said at the gate, think he had to drive through the entire cemetery to do this
to get to
every
her.
day.
We don't know that. They might have it in their yard.
Could be out back.
You know that's illegal, right?
I refuse to read the whole story. I told you I just read the caption. So I don't know where they live.
We don't want to know the whole. They're in Florida, but we don't want to know the whole story.
Leah says Grams would rise from the dead.
Yes, I would
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like,
So we are going to get
Nasty.
to our questions. And another thing that we're doing brand new with the brand new Ask Alma is you can send us your video question. We'll leave details in the chat, which will be fantastic. But if you don't want the person to know it's you asking the question, then you can still email me. That's fine. But if you're okay with putting your question on video, we will accept it. Thank you very much. Disclaimer, we are not professional therapists. We are friends who just want to tell you what you need to do. Pretty much. Like, let us know what your situation is, and we'll collectively, based on our experiences, tell you what you need to do.
Where
There
you
you
need
go.
to go. Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you guys get ready. We have 3 questions tonight. Let's see if we can get to all 3, maybe.
Okay.
So here is question number 1.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Patrice and I'm this week's virtual video reader for Ask Alma. Let's go. Dear Alma, I have a friend of several years who always makes a big deal of her birthday. She invites friends to join her on trips to places like Mexico. One year, her spouse collected $25 from everyone to buy her an antique that she desperately wanted. People post greetings to her on Instagram and Facebook that she then reposts. It makes her the center of a lot of attention. You get the picture. This year, we were in the same city for my birthday. So, I invited her to my birthday lunch. She declined because she was going to be out of town for her birthday. When my birthday came, no text, no email, no Facebook or IG message wishing me a happy birthday, and no gift. Not that I really even expected one. Regardless, I had a great time on my birthday and enjoyed all of my celebrations. I realized that for people to make a fuss, you have to put your birthday on their radar. I thought I had done that with my friend, but it must not have been direct enough. I'm trying not to care, but I feel kind of used, like I'm an audience and not really a friend. Should I say something quietly to her, or should I just let it go?
I like this question because I just had a birthday. And I put all my stuff on Facebook. Like, I told everybody. As a matter of fact, I throw myself a birthday party in the newsroom. That's how bad it is. Like, and then I go, you came to my birthday party. Like, when everybody comes all over the newsroom. Do you know me? I do. I go all
Oh, I
out.
know you don't have any shame.
No
And I
shame.
appreciate that.
Yeah, no shame. So to recap, this woman is dealing with a person I think who is similar to that, who puts all of her birthday stuff out. And then she thought that she was a close enough friend that when her birthday rolled around, the woman would then return all that she has done for her friend's birthday. And that didn't happen, basically. So what do y'all think? I know what I think.
I don't think you should do anything for anyone expecting them to do something for you.
Right.
So if she wanted to go celebrate this woman's birthday and make a big deal out of it the same way she did, then she did that. And that's what it is. This woman doesn't sound like she really cares about anybody's birthday or anything else that's going on with them because it's all about her.
Yeah.
So it should have been no expectation that she would come to her birthday or do anything else for her. So she needs to just move on.
Yeah.
Next year, she'll keep her money, keep her gift, keep her time, keep her energy, and go do something else.
She called her a friend in her statement.
Yes.
So if she called her a friend, my thing is you should go and talk to her if she's a friend and let her know how you feel and grow up. Just grow up and get out of your feelings and go talk to her and tell her how you feel. I'm sorry, this is 63-year-old Alvin saying grow up.
Right. It is true.
Grow
I
up.
mean, because it's twofold. It's actually what both of you said. Number one, you don't do things because you want somebody to do it for you. You should do it because you just want to do it. And number two, if she is your friend, like you referred to her as your friend, say something to her about it, because you can say things to your friends. Like, I thought we were going to do this for my birthday.
These days, it's virtually impossible to forget anybody's birthday. I mean, even if, between Facebook, Instagram, and everybody else, it tells you.
Yeah.
Even, you got calendars, you got cell phones, you got all kinds of ways to remember people's birthdays. If she really wanted to remember her birthday, and she told her, she invited her to something, and then she said, I can't come, but she didn't bother to call her or text her or send a courier pigeon or anything to wish her birthday. So I would be done with it. I wouldn't even bother having the conversation.
Baron, I want you on my panel, so I'm gonna reach out to you after the show. Go ahead, Alvin.
No, I'm very big on what Dee said earlier. You know what I'm saying? She's going into it expecting her to do something, that, probably if she's a friend, she should already know that she's incapable of doing it. How many birthdays have they already had? It's not just one birthday. So I'm glad she took the time to write in, but I'm like, come on.
I actually had a guy, and you know what? I'm gonna put you on blast. I don't even know if you're watching the show, and if you're watching the show, okay. Because I don't feel bad about it because I didn't respond to his email, but he put me on blast from my birthday party and was like, you didn't invite me. But I didn't have a big birthday party. I had Alvin, we did the Chef Cottrell, you've done it. You told me about it. So you only get 8 seats at the table, and then she said, press it to 10, but so that meant I had to really, really, really pare down to 10. I didn't have a choice. It's not like I didn't invite him because I didn't want him to come. But sometimes there are reasons why you may not be invited to something.
Right.
But Alma, you gave him press time just now.
Right.
See, you gave him access to you, and I'm all about. I'm not.
You know what? Okay.
I'm not giving you no access to me when you come to me with foolishness.
Okay, you know what, Alvin? Let me tell you what I did, though. Let me tell you what I did, because I started to say what I really wanted to say, and then I forgot. Like, this is a show that's gonna be on YouTube for a while. Suck
Forever.
it in, girl. Suck it
Ever,
in. So
ever.
I reeled myself back in. I could feel you and D with the eyeballs.
Well, I
Leaning
wanted to
in.
say I wasn't there.
Well,
And I did
No,
call you and say, although it would
no.
have taken me like 3 hours or 12, depending on
Yeah,
how I
but
travel. But
no,
if I
but
had been there, I would have been there. I know that I'm not.
you
but
need
I called you too and told you
Yes, you
about it.
did.
I said
You
we
leave
told me
him
can't.
alone.
you told me about it before you posted
I
it on
did.
Facebook because you
I did.
knew.
Yes.
Even though I could not be there, I would have been like,
Right.
wait,
And I think
wait.
that's what this woman is, maybe, I don't know, because I don't know how close they are, but maybe she was thinking like her friend could give her a heads up or something. I don't know. I couldn't really tell from.
Expectation kills,
Yes.
honey.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you walk around expecting other people to do things. That is something that as an adult you have to like come to terms with. Expectation will kill a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so again, talk to your friend and say, hey, look,
If that's
I'm
who you
feeling,
are.
I'm
If
Right.
that's who you are,
feeling.
we see people that have weddings, they invite 300 of their friends. I don't have 300 friends I want at my wedding.
Right. I do though,
So
girl.
no, you don't.
I
You
could
don't
think of
have
300 people that
you can think of 300
300 people
people,
that I
but
would
they're
want
not
to be.
300 of your friends. You don't have 300.
These are not
I got
300
300
friends.
friends.
These are 300 people you want to celebrate with.
Right. And your
I'm
birthday
sorry,
is different.
250. Because the other 50 are probably friends.
It look,
Right.
right. But
Right.
y'all know me. I like people. I got friends. Well, I mean, it's different
You like
levels of
people. Yeah,
friends.
exactly.
There are
But this woman,
variety
I
of
think this
friends.
woman may think that she is a
Closer friend than
intimate
she really
friend
is.
when
Right.
Closer
she
friend than
really
she
is
is.
just the
Right,
friend
right,
that gets
Yeah.
invited
right.
to parties.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
That's
can have
true.
a crowd at my party.
Talk to
Yeah.
her, girl. Talk to her. Kill it.
Yeah.
Squash it. Life's too short. We just came from 2 years of COVID. Life's too short.
Or
Life's
you
too
could,
short.
yeah, she could talk to her or just know where you are, know where you stand. Clearly, you're not
Right.
in the inner circle. That,
And
yeah.
if you got a fear of missing out, if they call it,
Right.
what is it, FOBO? FOBO. If you're dealing with a fear of missing out, no,
Right.
FOMO. If you're dealing with
FOMO.
that, then you need to go deal with that.
Yeah, girl.
But don't, again, grow up and talk to your girlfriend.
Right.
Talk to your
Or
girlfriend.
let it go.
Let it go.
That's, yeah.
Let
The
it go.
R2. Yeah.
Mhm,
Okay.
Yes, Leah.
Yeah.
Keep that
Keep that same energy.
energy.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, now that was good, y'all. Oh my goodness, for our first night back. We gave her
Look,
some good advice.
we did. Hope she hear it. Okay.
I hope she's watching. I really
See,
do.
Sean says, I don't think she's a friend. I would remove myself from that one friendship, especially if she is the only one putting in the effort. Thank you,
Right.
Sean,
Me
for
too,
speaking so
Sean.
eloquently about what I said.
I
Hi,
got you, Sean.
Bob.
No access. Okay.
That's Bob and Petrella. Hello. Petrella's the first lady of country music.
Yes, hi.
African American country music. Yes, yes, yes. Love them. Love them. I think she has a new piece coming out. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, Bob. So yeah, I would say at this age, keep it moving. You don't need friends that bad. You got other friends. Like, it's not worth it. Okay, y'all ready for question number 2?
Yes.
Question number 2.
Dear Alma, what are your thoughts on DNA tests to find out who your father or mother is? I'm not sure about my father, and my mother won't tell me. I was thinking about doing a DNA test, but I hear they do strange things with your blood and your records. Do you think the process can be trusted?
So let's
I'm
quick
thinking
one.
the whole time I was
I
thinking about something completely different.
Call Maury Povich. Okay.
You know what though? What I got out of this question, because I get this question like every week. I'm not even gonna lie. And I didn't use it in my print column. Like the question about the birthday gifts, I actually have that in the print column. But this question I did not, because I don't really know a lot about DNA. But So do you guys think there is some concern when you go and I guess would they swab your mouth or something like that, and then they can tell you who your relatives are? Do are do you trust when that's done, or do you think that they are doing something with?
Well, they're gonna mix it up and make a sheep that looks like you. I mean, I don't understand what.
I don't either. Like, I don't know. That's why I
Yeah,
was
but see,
asking.
when she first started asking the question, I really thought she was going to talk about should I look for my father, should I look for my
Right.
mother, that kind of thing.
Right.
I look at this like 23 and Me and all this ancestry stuff, and when it first started, I thought, I might want to do that one day. And then I thought, you know what, you are digging up. But we all have family secrets.
Better
Like
be
my
ready.
mother, right? Then you're going to learn some things you might not want to know.
Exactly.
So I doubt if I would. I know who my son's father is. I know who my father is. But I don't think that I would do it. And I think you had to be really stable um, to do those things because you could find out some things that you just don't want to know. Now, as
Dana
for
don't lie. Dana don't lie.
Dana don't
That's what
lie,
Sean said.
but
Dana don't lie.
I'm
but I
with
don't know if
you.
they would take. uh, The concern seems odd to me that they swab me to find out who my family is and what would they would do with it afterwards is I can't. Trust is I have nothing for that. See, everybody else is as
Alvin.
perplexed as I am. They're like,
You know, first of all, stay off the internet reading things like the Tuskegee, what happened in Tuskegee,
right,
Right.
the experiment or whatever.
Yeah.
These are people who are probably unvaccinated. These are people who don't believe in the science, as Sean said. These are people who feel like, oh my God. First of all, when you were a child, you had to get a vaccination to go to school. You're still living.
yes.
These are these conspiracy theorists who think that
Mhm.
anything that goes in your system that you have now become an experiment.
Right.
Well, DNA doesn't come and they take it out. I mean,
Well,
it's not even
but they
anything
can
like.
stick a swab in your mouth, so they
Yeah,
may
but
have
they're
to
still
remove
just
the
taking
swab.
out something. They're not. Oh, you think the swab has something on it, perhaps?
No, 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 no. Her, whoever this
Well,
is.
I mean, not you, but so the swab has got monkeypox. So I'm going to give it to you when I swab you to find out where you came from.
Well, I know people who have gotten, their DNA test. They
Mhm.
wanted to know. They do their little family history thing and all
Mhm.
that. And I have no reason to believe that they have been lied to or they've now become
Right.
a source of the government and they now have a chip in their back. I don't know any of that.
Right.
But it sounds like this person is just paranoid and probably reading some stuff and following some stuff on the
Yes.
internet that's not
Yeah.
cool. Not
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool. Not cool.
I think even if they did keep your DNA to add it to the giraffe, I like whatever, I would want to know who my parent was. So I would do it. Like I wouldn't go through life wondering when there is an answer.
Right.
To me, the answer outweighs the possibility of whatever it is that you think they're going to do with your stuff
Mhm.
for me. But I think that's a personal
I can't
answer.
imagine like scientists having the time or the energy to save all of those swabs and
So
do
I
anything with
think
them anyway. Like, let's assume that they're trusted health professionals that would dispose of them the way they should. I mean, if that's the case, then you have to worry about every time you have blood drawn.
at
Or
the doctor's office.
anytime they look in your ear with the little plastic thing and they, throw the plastic thing away, kind of keeping it to keep your wax to.
Right.
So I think it's something to
Ernie,
let that go.
Well,
Pandora. Ernie, what does that mean? Because I got a Pandora bracelet for my birthday. Are you going to send me a charm? Clarify, but you can send me a
Pandora's box.
charm if that's what you mean, huh?
well, the
So Tracy
other
is saying, who is they? Medical science, government. Good question.
Right.
I don't know.
well, my question to this person would be, well, what would you like to do? How would you like to find out if your mama or daddy won't tell you who your real parents are?
Right.
How do you propose getting that information?
Maybe she really doesn't want to know, and this is her
Exactly.
reason. I can't go get that test because they're gonna take my blood and do something with it.
Right. So go sit down somewhere. Go to your room.
Right.
Because that's the answer. Do you really want to know?
Right.
Right.
I was thinking about taking it. Like, I know all of the people in my family, but I did think about that, D. If I do it, something may pop up that I don't know.
Or don't want to know.
I don't really care if I find out, because I already know my offspring. Like, I
Right.
know Josh. I know who Josh is. I know who his dad is. Like, so anything beyond that was not under my control. So
Right.
I don't, I think, like, I guess, you can go get it done and then find out you have sisters and brothers that you don't know anything about or something like
Been there,
that.
done that.
Like, you know,
But that's the
something like
price you
that.
pay. I mean,
Yeah.
if that's what if you really want to know, like you said,
Yeah,
how
if
bad
you
do you
really
really
want to
want to
know.
know
Right.
this? Stop making up
Right.
excuses that you're going to be
Just do it.
killed or you're going to turn into a frog when you leave the office and all that. Stop.
Right.
Stop.
Because
Stop.
bottom line is, do you want to know?
Do you
Do
want to
you
know?
want to know?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
So wait,
go.
so D, do you want to know? Would you go get a DNA test?
Yeah. For what?
I'm just asking, like, let's
I,
say,
I know all the people I need
oh,
to know.
Barron said that's how I met my father.
Oh, that's
So you took the
fantastic.
test, so you didn't know who your father was, and you took the test because you wanted to find out who your father was? Like, I'm wondering, was that the case for you, Barron? Like, pretty much like this
And look,
person?
Barron is still here. Look, he can write, he can type.
He's doing
You know
well.
what I'm
He and
saying?
his
Right.
beautiful wife are doing
Barron is
great.
doing well. So, reader, I mean, the person who sent this in,
Ooh,
that's Barron.
he said he almost started dating his sister.
You're so crazy.
Was I
No, you
supposed
know
to
what?
laugh?
No, I've heard that
Was I
happen,
supposed
and
to
I
laugh?
think they say generally, you're drawn to people like
People
you.
who like you.
So
Exactly. I do
and that's
understand
what
that.
I said to my
Okay,
father. I was like, I need to know
I
who your
am just going
children
to
are
be
because
quiet, okay?
I do not want to date
Right.
my brother.
I'm
So I
going
need
Right.
to
to
know
be
all of your children.
I'm going to be super quiet on that because that is a conversation I can't even slide up into.
That's another
We just
Ask
ask
Alma. I
Alma.
know,
Okay, that's a
Tracy.
whole nother Ask
I
Alma.
told y'all I was gonna have him on here. I'm getting ready to call him.
Wow.
But here's the thing too. Like, I do know that my brother from my father's first marriage had a son named David. And David would be about my age. And I do remember when I was dating, if a guy said his name was David, I was like, where your people from?
Right.
Because,
People said
but
people said that I looked like my husband. People thought we were related. I did all of that screening before. Because we're not gonna mess around and have children with three
I have
eyes and what
5
have you.
siblings by 4 baby mamas, and we're all
that's
bearing some
excellent.
type of community service or development. Okay.
Yes.
That's excellent.
All of my siblings, we have similar jobs. Similar, we're all health professionals in some way or another.
I wonder, like, if I do it, will I find out that my parents have kids that I didn't know about? Sometimes I wonder that. I mean, because it's different
I
things
can't
you can
even, you
find
know what?
out.
I certainly don't know your parents as well as you do, but I can't imagine either one of them not telling you.
Well, my mother had me at 40, and she was like, "Girl, I'm tired. Get out of my face." Like, and you know what? I have to laugh sometimes because here I am at 59, and I remember how I was at 19, and I thought,
Yeah.
oh my God, if I had a 19-year-old right now,
Oh, no.
whoo, Lord, I would be just like
Alma
Carol.
says, please no. Alma.
Well,
No, Leah
For
says,
those of you who don't know, Leah is Alma's niece. She's saying,
oh,
no, do not
Leah,
do this.
yeah, Leah, let's find out. We don't have to go meet them like Barron or D. We could just find out, especially Uncle
Yeah,
Remard.
they would have told you. They would have told you.
well, I had
Tracy,
a rude awakening at 11 when I found out when my father finally left, and I found out that his daughter was the same age as he had a daughter the same age as my sister, who's 2 years older than me.
Mhm.
So at that point, I could care less. I was skipping. Oh, you know what? Whatever's out there is out there,
it's out
and
there, and I don't
and
need to
you know
know.
what I'm saying. And I'm not even gonna bore you all with my feelings on the whole split family thing, but I just kept on going. Like, okay, I know that it
Yeah.
happened. Check. So ain't no need of me getting a DNA, a SPC, a QRO. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Must have been related to mine.
but
So should she get it? So our answer to her is get the DNA. Like ask yourself what's more important. Do you want to know or do you not want to know? And if you are true to yourself and you want to know, get the test. Because then whatever
And if
you
you
find
grow
out,
a third
you
eye,
can
then come back and tell us.
I'm not going to go on record and tell her what to do. My thought with that is, do you really want to find out?
to know.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
sounds like that's the reason.
Yeah, that's true.
If you really want to find out, you're going to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys. Question number 3.
Hey, Alma. Girl, help me, please. My sister's husband left her for her best friend. They have 3 kids together. It's been almost 5 years now, and everybody wants to bring the family together and get past it for the sake of the kids. I get it, but I just can't. My sister's hosting Thanksgiving dinner this year, and we're all invited. Yeah, her husband and her ex-best friend, his wife, and their new baby. Okay? I just can't. I know he's not my husband, and I understand my sister has forgiven him and gone on with her life for her kids, but I think it's disgusting and disrespectful. Can you give me some advice? Ooh, girl.
So, recap. This woman, her husband messed around on her with her best friend and then left her for her best friend. And some time has gone by, the years have gone by, and they've all decided to come back together for the sake of the kids. So the sister is hosting Thanksgiving. They are all coming, but she is like, no. So it really didn't happen to her. It happened to her sister. And she's saying, give me some advice. I just don't know what to do.
Stay home. Tracy said it best.
I'm Team Tracy. Team Tracy. Team Tracy all the way. Okay? Find another turkey. Okay?
Right. Make your own turkey. Stay home.
But have you now, have you ever, because here was the other thing that I thought about with this question. Has something ever happened to a sister or brother or best friend that your sister made me remember, like, my mom
she just disappeared. Where'd you go?
Where'd she go?
Am I there? Am I there?
There you are.
Yes.
I can remember, telling my mother, because I'm happily married in my second marriage, but my first marriage, when I ran into a little bit of trouble, I can remember going to my mom and she was like, I don't want to hear about it because y'all gonna be back together, everything gonna be all rosy. I'm still gonna be mad. So, like, no, I don't want to know. And it made me wonder if that's what this situation is. Like somebody you love can tell you something that happened in their relationship, like, because again, it could be your best friend, it could be your sister, whatever, because D, I have done some side eye to some people that we know that, but anyway, so like you're trying to not be angry, but what this guy did to your sister. Like, I know that my sister never forgave my first husband, period. And after
be angry, you can be angry, but just be angry in your own house. So you can't determine. I mean, even your sister may have never forgiven your first husband, but she also didn't come to your house. She told you how she felt, and she kept it moving.
No, she would come to my house and then say he can't come.
Okay.
Like, right? She would be like, "No, we could, if
you can't. She cannot dictate what happens in her sister's house. if she's unhappy with the circumstances, then she needs to stay home.
Right.
I mean, she doesn't have to accept it. She doesn't have to think it's okay. She just can't determine how Thanksgiving turns out because she doesn't like it.
So do we want to help her get past it though? How can she get past it?
She won't.
Well, I'm gonna
And I think that's okay for her not to. I think she could be mad forever if she wants to be. She just can't control how it plays out.
be angry. Be angry. Right. Infringe upon your sister because your sister has forgiven him. Your sister who actually went through it. She's not
Now
walking with her
there's the
sister.
letter.
You know, right. Her
That's
sister,
the letter.
her sister went through it. So why are you
Right.
trying to take on what your sister went through? You got issues with you. Live your own life. You know, don't and it's almost like trying to control your sister. I'm sorry, not you. She's trying to control her
right.
sister.
Right.
You need to be
Yeah.
mad like me.
She wants the whole family to be mad.
Right.
Sounds like it. She wants everybody to be mad.
Misery
Yeah.
loves company. But see, she RSVP to the wrong party because you know.
Oh wait, I'm gonna put that in the column. Hold on.
It's not even your issue.
It's not even about her.
Right. You know, yeah.
Now, you know, I'm sure there are other family members that are unhappy with the circumstances. I'm sure not everybody is coming to dinner thinking, oh, this is fantastic. We know that they went to the club together. He met them both at the same time, wanted the best friend anyway. Some other circumstance happened, and he ended up with that one. And
Andrea, and we just talked about that, didn't we, Andrea? That was funny. You just said
and
that.
at some point, you know, he figured, I don't want to go on like this. So there's a whole bunch of people who are not happy with it, but they're accepting that look, if you like it, I love it. So the sister is going to have to just, you know, stay home.
This brings me back to that question when I mentioned that, you know, my dad had a daughter, you know, that was older than me, but younger than my older sister. And when my dad died, he had remarried that side of that family. And they didn't even give us the respect at the funeral. And yet my sister, years later, she still talks to them and you know, and I am still like, I don't want to see your face. This has been 12 years ago. I don't want to see you, your mama, the rest of the kids. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want you all to call me, no nothing.
Right.
But I cannot infringe that on my sister and my other family members who choose to be a part of that family.
Yeah.
I don't call them half anything. The way I was treated at my dad's funeral, no access.
I can hold a grudge,
No.
Alvin. Oh my gosh.
But
I can hold a grudge.
I sleep well. I don't speak well of the dead. You're gone.
I remember seeing a guy from high school at the gas station before I was married, because y'all know my loving husband Gill puts gas in my car. But
yeah,
anyway,
I was gonna say, when was the last time you had a gas station?
right? But before we got married, when I was still pumping gas.
You still pumping your own gas?
When I was pumping my own gas. I saw this guy I went to high school with at the gas station. He was like, "Hey, Alma," and I gave him side eye, and he was like, "Are you still mad?" I was like, "Yes."
Wow.
So he says, "You don't even remember why you're mad at me," and I was like, "But I remember I'm mad at you." So don't speak to me. Oh my gosh, it had to be like 15 years later. And I was like,
well, you know, I think the real question here is, why isn't anybody mad at the girlfriend? Like, she seems to be mad at the husband. The sister's mad at the husband. The sister's mad at the sister.
right.
The sister's mad at everybody, but she's not mad at the girlfriend with the new baby.
Well, I think she is mad at the girlfriend.
I think she's mad at everybody.
She's mad at all of them for
everybody for getting along.
Everybody for getting along. She's mad. She's mad at everybody.
She's mad because they all worked it out.
She's gonna be mad at her sister.
She's mad alone.
She mad at her sister.
We're inviting them.
We're inviting them. She mad at everybody.
Yeah, she like, "Girl, what you doing? Why you doing that?"
I don't want to look at him, so you shouldn't want to look at him either.
Right.
Yeah.
Why should he step foot up in your house after all he did to you? So see, basically the thing that I'm thinking, because I can't wait to write the print answer for the column for this question, because I actually like it a lot. But I think sometimes, again, somebody can tell you something that somebody did to them, and you hold on to it, especially if it's somebody that you love. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Alvin, if you tell me something that somebody did and it really hurt you, and then you forgive them, that's cool. You can forgive them, but I'm not. And I'm not for do you either, D. Like, I ain't
Oh, I
even
know.
gonna
I
lie.
was just sitting there
I've
thinking there's at
done
least
it.
3 people that
I've
you
done
won't even
it.
talk
I
to
was
because
exactly.
I
I was
would
getting ready to say
never
that.
tell you that then, okay? Because
Yeah, don't tell me.
you be disliking a couple
well,
of
you know,
people.
but Alma, what she
You
what she
need
Don't
will
tell me.
do, what she
never do
will
that.
do is stay Facebook friends with them, so you know what's going
Yeah.
on. So you,
And try very hard to convince the person to act in a vengeful way, but they want to be forgiven and all of that, whatever. But yes.
well, Petrella says, "What happened to forgiveness?"
Yeah.
And it looks
Well,
like this
see, I
woman has
think
forgiven everyone. She's forgiven her husband. She's forgiven her friend.
for her kids, and
And for
I'm
her
all for
children.
that, and I think that's great. I think, like, you can technically forgive somebody when it's you in the center of what has happened, but if
Yeah.
it's your friend or your sister
You're
or your
allowed to be
girlfriend,
mad.
you don't have to forgive them. You
Right.
can be mean to that person while your friend or your sister is kind to them. You can be the one that tripped them up in the family room and hope they fall in their face when they fix their plate for Christmas dinner. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, it ain't nothing like a friend that will knock down somebody for you in the
Ooh.
mall.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I didn't even see you coming.
I got a flip though. How about if the sister who used to be married to the guy that the other sister's mad at, how about if she was the one who said, I'm tired of you? How about if she said, I've had enough of you? You know what I'm saying? The dynamic in that, everybody looks at the man left the woman.
Right.
She might have said, get up out of here. I'm not going to be the wife that you said
But
and
then
the
he
sister
messed
don't
with
know,
the best friend.
but the sister don't know that though. But the sister's only looking at the fact that he went off with the best friend.
He went off with the best friend.
Right.
Had
If she was to ask her sister, how do you feel? The sister has forgiven him for some.
For her
There's a
kids. We all
Yes.
do everything for our kids.
oh.
You just do it for your kids.
Well, Pat says, but if you
Right.
Pat says if you know you can't be polite, stay home.
Stay home.
I get it, Pat,
Stay
but
home.
sometimes you need to go and wait for that person to fix their plate through the buffet line and then trip their ass.
See,
They're walking away.
vengeance is mine, said the Lord.
That's not
Okay?
vengeance.
Vengeance
That is
is
not
mine,
vengeance.
said the Lord. Alma,
That's not vengeance.
my
That's not
Christian
vengeance.
friend. That is
That was
vengeance.
a misfortunate.
That was I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't see you coming.
Oh, you calculated. Oh.
You know what? You know
She's
what?
hilarious.
Okay, y'all. I can't believe it. The hour is gone.
know.
Oh my gosh, the hour is gone.
know.
I got a couple of things to say before we wrap up. Number one,
So
is,
did you agree that she should stay home, Alma? I don't think we heard what
I
what your
didn't,
take
but
was.
y'all did. She can take advice from y'all. I did not.
So what is she gonna do? Go to the dinner?
I think she should go to the dinner and like
You
when
think the
he
sister should
bites down in his chicken wings, she needs to accidentally
So you
bump
gonna
up
put
in
the
the back.
blanket over the baby's head? I mean,
I didn't say do anything to the baby.
okay,
I said
just
him.
the husband. Okay,
It's him. But anyway, I
dressing all over the shoe.
you know it. But I think, I like you said earlier though, be mad. You can be mad. But show up and spend time with your nieces and your nephews and everybody else. And if
They
he
can
walks
come
in the
over to
room,
your
you
house.
go. No, I
They
think
can
like
come to your house.
if he comes in the family room, you go in the dining room. I
I'm
think
all
you can
about
be around
energy.
other.
I'm all about
the
energy.
whole
She's
family is together. She should be able to go there and enjoy her entire family and ignore the husband and the baby mama.
negative energy. She brought it up in there. Keep it home. And she's the only one coming up in there negative. She's the only one coming up in there
negative.
See, yes, she is.
She being true to herself, Alvin.
Negative.
At
Bring
home.
your truth up in there, girl. Okay.
And then she'll have a few cocktails and then her
Oh, I love that.
her
Yes.
true self will be
Then
throwing
her true
turkey at
self
people.
will say, you know what? You
And like
know
you when she brought you
what?
home.
I never liked you
That's right.
anyway.
Social distancing. Okay, stay home. Okay. girl.
So that was not my advice, but the advice of my panel is that you should stay home.
Everyone. Even Tracy started it. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy says stay home.
It wasn't my advice, but the panel said you should stay
Well,
home.
that's what you need to say in the written version. Everybody
That
says
ain't gonna
stay
be
home.
in the written version. That is not making it to print, okay? Thank you, Dee Dee, Alvin. You know I love you both dearly, and I'm so grateful that you came back with me tonight. Everybody who is watching, oh my goodness, I love y'all so much, and I'm so glad that you are here to support me. It means everything to me. Come and see us next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We're back. We'll have Lee and Lori.
Leah's going to the dinner with you.
Girl, oh, that's gonna be fun. Yes,
I'm
take
staying
Leah
home.
with me.
I'm staying home.
Love you, Ayana. So send me questions. You guys can send the video questions. We wouldn't do that before, but we are doing it now. You can messenger me or email me. The details are in the chat. And if you don't want us to know who you are, you can, email me just the question. That'll be fine. We're on all the social medias, and I'm just so overwhelmed right now. And I just want to thank everybody so very, very much. So thank you. See y'all next Tuesday. Bye.